Hey girlies, so I'm just coming here to you on this video to talk to you about drop a dress size, the ins and outs, and just making sure that you are fully prepared to get started on the drop a dress size challenge. So what we know is that you have said yes to the drop a dress size challenge to either trial the products for the first time to really see what they can do for you, or perhaps that you need a kick up the bum and a bit of a shift in direction for where you're going. Perhaps you've come to a standstill, perhaps you need a bit of motivation. But what's good to remember, and what's really important to remember, is that motivation doesn't last forever. It's discipline, and that is where the community of what we have at Fit Girl is really going to help you. So please come and be accountable and be involved in the chat groups as well as the Facebook group. There is so much value that we have got there to help you on your journey to better health and to a happier, healthier version of you, which encompasses so many different things, including self-love, including confidence. You're able to be vulnerable, as well as so many other things along this journey, which you will find being a part of Fit Girl Club. So drop a dress size. So yeah, welcome. We're so excited that you're here. So on this plan, it's usually for 2 weeks, so you can continue afterwards, absolutely. But for the nature of this and the purpose of this challenge, it's a 2-week challenge starting on Tuesday, which would be tomorrow for a lot of you. Other times that this video might be seen, if you're starting on a Monday, then please just do a 2-week stint from Monday to the next following Monday after that one. So it's really important that you know that you are committed, because there's no point in half showing up. So have a conversation with yourself today and show up for you, for nobody else but for you, to prove to yourself that you can do this. And what I want you to think about is why are you doing this? What difference is it going to make at the end of the 2 weeks to know that you have stuck to this? Perhaps lost a few pounds, gained a bit of confidence, put best things in your body and cleaned up your diet. What difference is that going to make to you moving forward? Do you need to, perhaps change some bad habits? Are you trying to break the cycle of binge eating or binge drinking? What are those things that you really need to change? Do you just want to level up your nutrition so you feel better, have better skin, improve your energy? What is it? Because this is truly the step in the right direction for you to, one, trial our incredible products, and two, just to really, show up for yourself, feed yourself the best kind of food so you feel better, because food is mood, and whatever you put in your body, it's going to affect how you feel. So let's hope that's still recording. Yes, it is. I thought my phone just went battery low. So, okay, so the plan: 2 shakes every day, 2 snacks every day, 1 meal supplemented with 2 boosters and 2 berry capsules, or all the capsules if you have them. So why 2 shakes? So the 2 shakes are going to help you, 1, be calorie restrictive, 2, help you have a plan for the day. So breakfast and lunches are sorted. Perhaps some of you have a shake for dinner and a normal lunch. It's completely up to you. But for the sake of this, let's just say shake for breakfast, shake for lunch. So what you want to be doing is having 1 scoop of this Juice Plus Complete. We don't use any other shake powder. When you're on drop a dress size with Fit Girl Club, you must be using this. Otherwise, you won't get the results that you're looking for. So this is really important. So 1 scoop of this in your blender or in your shaker, and you want to be using make sure that you've got no sugar, non-dairy milk. This is my favourite, almond milk. It's just really versatile. You can use rice milk, you can use hazelnut milk, you can use coconut milk, but just make sure it hasn't got any added sugar. And then you can have 1 add-in. So I don't want to see you guys adding 1 banana, 5 strawberries, a scoop of oats and some peanut butter. Yes, that's super healthy, but that's going to load up the calories. And of course, we don't calorie count in drop a dress size or Fit Girl Club. But if you're not dropping weight, we do need to consider portion sizes and what you're adding in and how much you're snacking. So just making sure on drop a dress size that you're having 1 add-in. And that can be like half a banana, spoon of peanut butter, or handful of blueberries, or a couple of bits of mango, a couple of bits of pineapple. So 1 portion of fruit, or for example, you could have spinach, because spinach is like basically 0 calories and it's green, with some peanut butter. That's absolutely fine. But what you want to just be careful of is adding too much fruit in, because fruit at the end of the day is more sugar, and what we're trying to do is reduce the amount of sugar that we're having, because unless you burn that off, it's just going to get stored. So 2 shakes a day, breakfast and lunch. You can mix it up. My favourite shake combo is actually half vanilla, half chocolate and peanut butter with almond milk. Oh my God. Or vanilla with lemon essence and poppy seeds with almond milk. It's literally incredible. So they're a couple of my favourite combos. So when it comes to snacks, what we want to be doing is having high protein snacks, because protein helps you feel fuller for longer. If you are having just fruit, for example, that's going to get digested super quickly, and literally within half an hour, you're going to be hungry again. So for example, if you're having an apple, please have it with something like a teaspoon of peanut butter, because the peanut butter and the fat within the peanut butter, it's good fat, by the way. Fat doesn't make you fat, sugar does, or just an excess of calories. Peanut butter is going to help slow the digestion of the fruit, okay, because the mixture of the macronutrients together helps slow down the digestion of the fruit and the fat together. So my best advice to you would be to have snacks including things like eggs, turkey, chicken, tuna, salad. So any of those things with lots of green salad. You could also have a portion of your dinner, a smaller portion, as your snack, because snacks are literally just mini meals. When you think of a snack, you don't just have to think about having like a piece of fruit. That's not a snack. That's not enough as a snack. You need to have high protein and a bit of fat. So for example, my favorite would be like egg muffins, or I'd have a couple of eggs with some salad, or I'd have perhaps some chicken breast with peanut butter, or chicken breast with hummus, or I'd have rice cakes are fine as well, guys. If you like rice cakes, you could have 2 rice cakes, some chicken and some hummus and some salad. Make a rice cake sandwich, absolutely incredible. And do that for both snacks. And if you aren't going to have a carbohydrate, so sweet potato, for example, you can make sweet potato toast, which is where you slice sweet potato really thin, stick it in the toaster and put some peanut butter on the top. Unreal. Just have that snack in the morning, because you're more likely to burn off those carbs throughout the day rather than a snack late in the afternoon. So your snack late in the afternoon wants to definitely be just a protein and some salad, or a protein and some fat, for example. So moving on to dinner, you want to be having, again, just lean meat and lots of veggies, and we want to move away from starchy carbs. So starchy carbs are things like root vegetables, whole grains, things like rice, things like white potatoes, sweet potatoes actually, Swedes, carrots, parsnips, those kind of things. They are starchy carbs. You want to be filling your plates with things like mushrooms, aubergines, courgettes, broccoli, kale, spinach, bean shoots, cabbage. All of those beautiful green vegetables are absolutely incredible, and you can roast them. You can, fry them with some coconut oil, with some herbs and all those kinds of yummy spices, and just get really creative. The other thing you can do in the evening is add some zero noodles. I think they're called either zoodles or slim noodles. Bit of a weird texture, but if you are somebody who struggles with, wanting to eat a lot in the evenings, your boosters are going to be amazing. Talk about those in a minute. But having carbs in the evening is a no. You don't need carbs. You don't need a big plate of rice, because if you're not going to burn that off, you just don't need it. So the way to get real results is to limit those carbohydrates on a late evening, because you just don't need them, girls. These have got the right amount of carbs in, fat and protein to equal a real meal. And it's not a replacement. This is a meal. It's real. It's powdered fruit and vegetables and grains. And it's just put in a powder basically, and you just add milk or whatever you want to it to turn it into something that makes it into a meal. So it's not a meal replacement, it's a meal, and this has got carbohydrate in it. So we want to try and move away from having big plates of rice or sweet potatoes in the evenings, and filling your plates full of green veggies. So an amazing dinner would be something like chicken or prawn or tofu stir fry with like slim noodles or rice noodles, if you want to have rice noodles, but a tiny portion. You don't need to have those rice noodles. essentially. Just load up on more vegetables. It's gonna fill you up more, for one, and second of all, your body's gonna use it differently. So something like like a bean shoot stir fry, with what you could do is get a teaspoon of peanut butter and stir that in to make it like a satay. It's unreal. Another thing that I love to eat is steak with eggs and broccoli. That's a really lean meal in the evening. You could do baked chicken with wrapped in bacon or Parma ham, with some yummy griddled asparagus, which has got balsamic vinegar on it. There are just so many incredible things that you can make. It's just about choosing the right things and getting creative in the kitchen. And if you are struggling for ideas, then obviously pop into the group and we can absolutely help you come up with some leaner options for you girls, so that you're not struggling on an evening. Another thing that I love to do, girls, is make an omelette with an egg, and use it as a pizza base. Use a tiny bit of pesto on the top, which is absolutely fine. A tiny little teaspoon of pesto pesto, cook some chicken, sprinkle that on the top, and put a tiny bit of mozzarella, because one portion of cheese is about the size of a matchbox. So please, if you are having cheeses, just be very mindful of how much you're having, and then bake it in the oven, and it just makes an incredible, like, healthy option of a pizza. And also, if you're going to make something like burgers at home, which again are absolutely fine, use a giant mushroom as the bun, or use lettuce leaves as the bun. So there are so many different things you can have, but really try and just have lean meats and green veggies for your dinners. That's what we need. Like, you'll feel so much lighter, you'll feel so much less bloated. So what you want to do as well is be having 2 to 3 litres of water a day. And what we're advising you to do is try and move for at least 30 minutes every single day. And that could mean going out for a nice fast-paced walk, or, you know, doing a HIIT training session at home on YouTube. Just make sure that you're moving your bodies, because to get good results, we need to move our bodies as well as eat well, girls, okay? Nutrition is about 80 to 90% of fat loss, but then if you want to tighten and tone, it's really important to be moving your body as well, to create those nice shapes and to create that hourglass, tight, firmed, toned body. And of course, in 2 weeks, you're not going to get like flat stomach abs, and you're not going to get that booty you've always dreamed of, but it's progress over time. And you haven't got to be great to start, girls, but to be great, you've got to start. So start today. Start planning. So what I want you to do is, before the start of the challenge, please go and write out your week's worth of food. Do your breakfast, snacks, lunch, snacks, and dinner, and write it all out in a grid so you know what you're having, and be super prepared. If you are somebody that struggles and says, I've got no time, I never have time to have snacks, what I want you to do is set some alarms on your phone, so there is no excuses. And there's always a chance for you to be able to stick some, like, I don't know, a boiled egg in your mouth. If you're sat at your desk, have it in your bag, keep it in the fridge at work, or keep it in the fridge at home, boil them on a night, and peel it before you go to work. Literally just shove it in your gob. Like, there's no excuses. When people say, I'm on my feet all day, I haven't got time, you know, that's absolute BS. Like, we've all got time. It's just about what is important to you. Do you want results, or do you want to keep on giving yourself excuses? Because you can't have both. Okay, so right, what am I going to talk to you about? Where are my berry capsules? Here. So when you have your berries, girls, what's really important to do is to have these either with your shake in the morning, or if you hate taking big capsules, they're not that big, like I take all 6 of mine together, so fruit, veggies and berries, and then we've got omegas as well. So take those in the morning with your shake, or if you don't like taking them, pop them into your shake and whiz them up in the blender, and it'll just give it an extra fruity flavour. They're just berries at the end of the day, and they're incredible, and they're going to be great for hair, skin and energy, and all kinds of other things. These have actually got a phytonutrient in them which stimulates hair growth, which is why my hair is uncontrollable, as you can see. And then the last thing that I'm just going to talk to you about, girls, is these little sachets of magic. So these are called boosters, and they've got a fibre granule in this packet. And basically, when you mix this with water, it activates the ingredient and it starts to turn into like a paste. Okay, so what you want to do is mix this in about 1 inch of warm water. So put your water in the glass, and then tip this in and literally whiz it round with a spoon. I use a fork so it doesn't get all clogged together. Whiz it round, and as it's whizzing, just down it, put some water in the same glass, and drink about 1 pint of water. And what that's going to do, it's going to activate in your tummy, and it's going to help keep you feel super full. You're not going to crave, you're going to reduce your portion sizes, and that's going to reduce your calorie intakes. And these are magic. I've used these for years and I absolutely swear by them. So you want to have these 30 to 60 minutes before a meal. Or if you are starting to feel peckish in the afternoon, having one of these in a bit of warm water literally takes those hunger pangs away. So anybody that struggles for snacking in the afternoon, when you feel tired, these are going to give you a boost because they've got natural caffeine in them. Only a tiny bit, but also they're going to help keep you feeling nice and full. So that is basically it, girls. I know some of you have also got these uplifts, so you can have these instead of coffee. So if you're somebody that struggles with, lacking in energy, these are honestly, they are legit. They're amazing. Like, I'm a gym girl and I've tried every pre-workout that you can imagine. Nothing comes close to these bad boys. They're incredible. So I rave about those. I rave about these products. I've loved them for 8.5 years. I'm so excited to do this with you. I'm so sorry this is such a long video, but I just wanted to make sure you've got all the information that you need. So that's about it. Be accountable, show up on the group. Check-in day is every Tuesday. So please don't, even if you've had a week where you haven't been as great as you could have been, please don't put it off, because we need to monitor where you're at to help you make progress. But actually, Have a conversation with yourself before you start. Tell yourself, I'm doing this for me. Commit yourself, no excuses. Keep a food diary, speak to your family, tell them what you're doing, tell your friends, look, I'm not coming out next weekend, or if I come out, please don't pressure me to drink. I'm on a plan, I'm doing this for me, I want to feel better, and it would really mean the world if you could just support me, because this would, I want to feel confident in the summer, and by drinking, it's going to take me off plan and it's going to take me away from my goals. It's so important for me to be able to feel confident. I'm sick of not feeling my best, so please really support me, and ask your family to support you. And also, if there's any meals that you are, that you're going out for, or if you've got birthdays coming up, then please message us and comment on the group, because we can help you choose the best things for you. Because the other thing to remember is that, this drop a dress size challenge is here to help you be super strict for these 2 weeks. But what's really important to remember is that this is a lifestyle change, and actually it's not about being restrictive. It's about making the best choices for you. So if you do go out, while you're on drop a dress size, don't feel guilty. Don't feel like you can't go out. Just go and, before you go out, speak to us and say, this is where I'm going for food. This is the menu. What would be the best option for me? Because being on this isn't ever about not being able to live your life, or to be able to, to go out for that drink and to go out for your birthday or whatever. But it's all about having that balance in the long run. But for these 2 weeks, let's just be super good, because I want to prove to you girls what you can truly do. I want to prove to you girls how good these products can make you feel when you're super clean. And I know that because I am somebody that I live like 99% clean all the time. And it's really changed my life. It's changed my energy, it's changed my confidence, and I really want to give you a tiny taster of that over these next 2 weeks. And I'm so excited to be facilitating this, and I hope that I can deliver what you're expecting. I'll do my best. I'm only ever showing up to show you girls what is truly possible for you, and I know that self-love and mindset is a massive part of this, and that's something else that we're going to be concentrating on over these next 2 weeks. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited, like literally cannot wait to get started with you girls. Have a good evening. Please make sure that you're planned, and what I want you to do is, in the group, pop in your meal plans for the next week in the group, so you can all inspire each other. This group is here for you girls to grow together and to have a amazing experience together this next 2 weeks. So sharing your meal plans might inspire each other, and spur each other on. So anything you're struggling with, please speak to each other. Please post in the group, because I bet you anything, like, you won't be the first one to have that struggle. You won't be the only one to have that struggle. I struggle sometimes too. I'm not a superhuman. I've just had experience over the years of, how and what to do. So if there's anything we can help you with, speak to us, because this is all about being able to be vulnerable, to be able to, step into a place where you can tackle those fears, tackle those struggles, but actually, start to create some new behavior changes. And I know that I can help you with those limiting beliefs and things that you need to change, as long as you speak up. And you'll never be told off. You'll never be put down. You're only here to be supported and loved on, and to help, go through the motions, go through the feelings of, what this is really all about. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited. Have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow morning for check-in. So pictures, measurements, and step on those scales as soon as you wake up, as naked as you can, after you've been to the toilet and before you've eaten anything. That will be your starting weight. And what we're going to do is we're going to help you progress over the next 2 weeks. So have a good day, girls. Just love you all loads, and let's do this. I'll see you soon.